If you look at Lifecode at the back here, I gave you some resolutions according to your number. So you can start in the front, this is number 1 in the front. Right? Everybody knows how to find your Lifecode here, right? You know your number? What number you are? Okay. So if you're number 1, then in 2011, expect to face some changes in travel and everything. Now notice I didn't talk about the resolution yet, because I'm going to get to the resolution after. First you have to know your number, and you know what you have to do for the year. So if you're number 1, right, you'll find that this year you're going to have some fun versus last year, right? Short trips and so on. So new expectations. Now look at the negative ones. False friendship, deception, right? So you're going to make a resolution that I am not going to deceive anybody this year. So then I will never be deceived, right? So again, traveling, you're going to make a resolution that when you travel, you're going to check the date, check the things and so on. Number 2, people, frustration, that's a negative year. Traffic tickets, you're going to make sure you drive carefully, that's a resolution, right there. Okay, court cases, I'm not going to fight any court cases. I'm not going to try not to have no court cases and so on. Responsibilities, I'll handle my responsibilities well, that's a resolution right here. If you're number 2. Accidents, I'll try to avoid them. Of course, be careful with fire. That's another resolution right there. Family members, you have to treat them nice, no matter if they curse at you. You say, okay, I love you. You ever notice that? If somebody's cursing at you and telling you all kinds of things you do, you're no good, you this, you that, and you say, I love you, it stops everything. Stops everything in the tracks. And the person says, oh, you don't love me, you don't say, I say, I still love you. And it stops it. The power of the I love you can be so powerful in for number 2 this year. Look at that. Victory of enemies, if you're good, watch what you eat. Number 3, you're thinking about what you are doing this year. You're thinking about your life. You're worrying about what's going on. And the priests, you meet priests. You'll go to the temple, things like that. You worry about what your goals are, what your objectives are. You meet astrologers, so you worry about your life. You don't know what's going to happen in your life and so on. Number 4, of course, money. Finally, they get to save some money this year. So the resolution is about saving money. All the number 4 is how to save money. That's Clara, right, Clara? You have to save money this year. And then there's going to be something expensive you're going to buy or something like that. So make sure you don't spend all the money, because like the next year is much more tough. You need money the other year. Number 5, of course, tension, tough year for number 5. Okay, but you can overcome it, of course, by expecting all of these things to happen, and then just, accept it when it happens, and then the next year it all comes back in a positive sense. And then number 6 is loneliness and so on, because you have to develop your own self. The resolution for number 6 is, I want to become very independent. I want to be a person who's going to love myself, who's going to be able to live with myself. Number 6, very important. They have to learn all that this year. And then as soon as they start to love themselves and they start to like their independence, and they start to enjoy loving themselves, someone comes along and says, I want you to share that with me. it's amazing. Women who are independent attract men. You ever notice that? When your husband met you, for example, oh, you were this independent woman. So you had all of these nice things. You were dressing nice. You were independent. You didn't have to ask anybody how to dress. You were dressing yourself. Your hair was the way you wanted it to be. Things like that. And then the guy falls in love with you. That's your husband. And then 2 years later, you're not independent anymore. He says, honey, should I cut my hair now? Honey, should I, what dress should I wear? You're not that independent woman anymore. Okay? So now, you change. And then he changes too. He doesn't see you as that attractive person in life anymore. He starts to look other. So, women should always maintain their independence, their self. Their beauty should remain with them all time. They should remain that beautiful person that attracted him in the first place. Men, they get corrupted very quickly. Remember, they all think they're one-sided brain, so they don't, as soon as the person loses a little beauty, they turn away. So that's the number what? Number 6, right? And then number 7, of course, this is a very good year for love and romance. You're going to meet people. So if you do meet someone, here's your resolution for number 7. You have to think about marriage. I don't think that's what you should say, okay, I'm ready to settle down. You think about marriage and settling down would be a good resolution for number 7 this year. And of course, cooperating with your lover and so on is very important, so you can get your desires fulfilled. And then number 8, children. Now, it's a very important one too. Number 8 says, well, now it's a good year to have children, a good year to spend time with children. So let's say your husband asks you, or your boyfriend says, let's get married and you're gonna have a baby. And you said, no, I don't want to have a baby. I'm not interested in being a mother at this time. You lose that chance of that baby. Right? Let's say you accidentally get pregnant and you have an abortion. And you are running that year, like the number 8 year. The children and so are coming, the energy is coming into your life. And you say, I don't want this baby, I'm going to abort it. Guess what happens? 3 years later, you pay very dearly for that. If it's the first baby, and it's the first pregnancy in a boyfriend and girlfriend type situation, they will separate. Because the energy now reacts back. So depending on what you do, so the resolution for number 8, if they are in a relationship where they're married or so, and they want, and the husband says, let's have a baby, they should consent to that. So the resolution is children, husband and children. Okay, and then number 9, of course, is go through hard work. Okay, number 9 has been having quite a easy year, not so bad year, but now they're going to have hard work because they asked for that. They asked to get busy. So now they're going to go through a stressful year, money in, money out, things like that. So what's your resolution this year for number 9? Relax and be prepared to work hard. Don't argue with anybody, any supervisor or anything like that. So if you're number 9, that's your resolution, right? Now, before we get to the resolution, let's talk about this energy thing. Because remember now, what energy is visiting you this year? Remember, we are all energy. All of us are energy. So what energy is visiting us this year? It's going to be the energy according to your life code. So one is love, one is children, one is sickness, accident, things like that. And how do we prepare for it? How do we prepare for it? And here's how you prepare for it. Ever seen a movie, and you're just looking at a movie, and the person is singing in the movie, and you're feeling very good when you're looking at a movie. But it's not the person singing. It's not his voice. It's the background music from another singer. But to you, that person is singing. Not only that, but whenever the person laughs or the person cries, or then you're feeling the emotion from that movie. It's all attacking your mind. It's all in your mind. Because you're sitting at home on your sofa. You're not there. So in the movie, the husband comes and slaps the wife, and you feel sorry for the wife right away. Or the person is burning in a fire. You're experiencing the experience. You're experiencing the pain of the person. It's just a movie. But behind is an actor at rest who's acting that part, and you're experiencing it in your mind. Well, it's the same thing with the planets. But when you are sitting here and you are seeing Swami, or you're seeing the temple, or you're going to the restaurant, you are experiencing, you're the actor now. Your body is the actor, and the mind is what influences you. So if the movie can have such an effect on you, imagine what the planet, the universe is having an effect on you, just like the movie. And we experience such bliss sometimes in the song and the music coming from the movie. And so it's all in the mind. So that's how you're going to change your that's how you're going to attack your inner. It's all happening in the mind. Why is it happening in the mind? Because if you know you can't afford an iPod, don't say I want an iPod. If you say I can't, if you say you can't afford a car, don't say I want a car. Right? Because if you look carefully at this Lifecode thing, there will be a time when that will come. The energy will come. Everybody have their own time for the prayer to happen. You know, when you ask for something, when you pray for something, don't ask for it right away. There's a set time when your prayer is going to be answered. Okay, I want a new car. Let's say you want a new car and you are running let's say a number 6 year, right? A year that's bad. If you notice, 2 years later, it says you're going to buy a new car. So when you do the prayer now, it could take 1 year for your prayer to come true. It could take 1 week, 1 month, but your prayer does come true. Look at your life. You'll see most of the things that you asked for came true. So your prayer does work. So the whole idea behind mantra is that whatever you say is going to become real. So I have one resolution there which says, watch what you say. Watch your words. Because if you say something, it's going to have an effect on your life. So if you say, okay, I want a car, I want a Mercedes-Benz, it's a mantra. And let's say, I hate you, that's a mantra. Or if you say some curse words to somebody, that's a mantra. So it all become real. And the reason why our prayer don't come true is because our mantras are bad. Our words are bad. So we have to watch what we say. If somebody says, I love you, it makes a big difference to your life. If somebody says, I hate you, it makes a big difference. Just like the movie. The movie has an effect on your life.